Good evening. My name is Joe Ersick, and I'm honored to serve on the Oro Valley Theater Company's Board of Directors. Welcome to the final performance of the final show of the Oro Valley Theater Company's 8th season. OVTC is the only theater company on the northwest side of town performing Broadway-style shows. Thank you for attending and supporting us. Thanks also to our donors who are listed in your playbill. And a special thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Splendido of Rancho Vistoso, Lisa Bayless and her Long Realty team, HSL Properties, La Posada at Push Ridge, and opening soon in Oro Valley, the Pain Center of Southern Arizona, the Pain Institute of Southern Arizona. Our list of sponsors is steadily growing, and we wouldn't be here without such wonderful support from our community. And now, for the first time, I'm pleased to announce OVTC's 2025-2026 blockbuster season. We're kicking off the holiday season in November with a musical for all ages, You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. Invite your friends, your neighbors, your children, and your grandchildren. Then for our Neil Simon fans, the February Valentine show will be the hysterical Neil Simon play, Last of the Red Hot Lovers. And speaking of love, if you love mysteries, you won't want to miss next April's frightening mystery, Wait Until Dark. Our newest and exciting venture is in the works. OVTC is leading the effort to bring a performing arts center to Oro Valley. Stay tuned as this project continues to develop. Now, if you've not yet done so, please silence your cell phones. We don't want you to miss or interrupt 1 minute of this exciting thriller. You can soon begin quietly speculating who is the murderer. Thanks and enjoy the show.
And according to Scotland Yard, the crime took place at 24 Culver Street, Paddington. The murdered woman was a Mrs. Maureen Lyon. In connection with the murder, the police are anxious to interview a man seen in the vicinity, wearing a dark overcoat, light scarf, and a soft felt hat. Motorists are warned against icebound roads. The heavy snow is expected to continue, and throughout the country there will be a certain freezing, particularly at points on the north and northeast coast of Scotland.
Mrs. Barlow! Mrs. Barlow! Oh, that's cold.
A dicky bird whispered, haven't you heard? Spring is here, spring is here, spring is here.
Oh, it really does look nice.
Sang a happy
Oh,
hello.
stupid of Giles.
Favorite time of the year.
Oh, gosh.
A little frog sang a song on his log. Lose your blues, lose your blues, lose your blues. And you and I fell in love and replied on hearing the dicky bird's news. If you have to look around,
Molly?
find a reason.
Molly?
Such a wonderful thing.
Molly!
And blame it on the sentiment.
Where are you?
Season.
Doing all the work,
Falling in
you
love is
brute.
done in the spring.
There you are. Well, leave it all to me. Should I stoke the agger?
Oh, done.
Hello, sweetheart. Ooh, your nose is cold.
Oh, I've just come in.
Why? Where have you been? You've not been out in this weather.
Just went down to the village for some stuff I'd forgotten. Did you get the chicken netting?
It wasn't the right kind. I went to another dump, but that wasn't any good either. Practically a whole day wasted. Oh my God, I'm half froze up. Car was skidding all over the place, snow coming down thick. What do you want to bet we're not snowed up tomorrow?
Oh, dear, I do hope not. Well, if only the pipes don't freeze.
Oh, well, we'll have to keep the central heating well stoked up. Ooh, not too good. I wish they'd send the Coke along. We've not got any too much.
Oh, I do so want everything to go well at first. First impressions are so important.
Oh, is everything ready? Nobody's turned up yet, I suppose.
Oh, no, thank goodness. Well, I think everything's in order. Mrs. Barlow's hooked it early. Afraid of the weather, I suppose.
What a nuisance these daily women are. That puts everything on your shoulders.
And yours. This is a partnership.
So long as you don't ask me to cook.
No, that's my department. Anyway, we've lots of tins in case we are snowed up. Oh, Giles, do you think everything's going to be all right?
Got cold feet, have you? Are you sorry now that we didn't sell the place when your aunt left it to you instead of having this mad idea of running it as a guest house?
No, I'm not. I love it. And talking of a guest house, look at that.
Pretty good. What?
It's a disaster. Don't you see you've left out the S? Monkwell instead of Monkswell.
Good Lord, so I did. I wonder how I came to do that. Still, it's just as good. Monkwell's just as good a name.
You're in disgrace. Go and stoke up the central heating.
Ooh, across that icy yard? Ugh. Should I go ahead and bank it up for the night now?
Oh, no, you don't do that until 10 or 11 o'clock at night.
Oh, how appalling.
Hurry up. Someone may arrive at any minute now.
You've got the rooms all worked out, have you?
Yes, it is. Mrs. Boyle in the front four-poster room, Major Metcalf blue room, Miss Casewell east room, and Mr. Wren oak room.
I wonder what all these people are going to be like. Shouldn't we have gotten the rent in advance?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Oh, we're rather mugs at this game, aren't we?
Well, they bring luggage. If they don't pay, we hang on to their luggage. It's quite simple.
I can't help but thinking we should have taken a correspondence course in hotel keeping. We're sure to get had in some way. Their luggage might just be bricks wrapped up in newspaper. And where would we be then?
Well, they all wrote from very good addresses.
That's what servants with forged references do. Some of these people might even be criminals, hiding from the police.
Oh, well, I don't care what they are, so long as they pay us 7 guineas every week.
You are such a wonderful woman of business, Molly.
And according to Scotland Yard, the crime took place at 24 Culver Street, Paddington. The murdered woman was a Mrs. Maureen Lyon. In connection with the murder, the police are anxious to interview a man seen in the vicinity wearing a dark overcoat, light scarf, and a soft felt hat. Motorists are warned against icebound roads. The heavy snow is expected to continue and throughout the country.
How do you do?
Thank you so much. Oh, weather's simply awful. My taxi gave up at your gate. Wouldn't even attempt the drive. No sporting instinct. Are you Mrs. Ralston? Oh, how delightful. My name is Wren.
Well, how do you do, Mr. Wren?
You're not exactly as I had imagined you. I'd been thinking of you as some retired general's widow, Indian Army. I thought you'd be terrifically grim and mim-sahibish, and the whole place would be simply crammed with Benares brass. But this is actually quite heavenly. Yes, indeed. Lovely proportions. Ooh, that's a fake. But this desk over here, this is genuine. Oh, yes. I really do think I'm going to like it here. Now, tell me, do you have any waxed fruits or birds of paradise?
Oh, I'm afraid not.
Oh, what a pity. What about a sideboard, a purple plumy mahogany sideboard with great carved fruits in it?
Yes, we have, in the dining room.
Oh, over in here? Oh, well, let's go take a look. Yes, indeed. Oh, splendid.
We have it shipped.
Oh, look at that. Oh, lovely. I love the fruit. Oh,
Very lovely.
Such a
We've had
creative use of an inverted pineapple.
We
Very
thought it
modern.
was
I
very-
love
Do
that.
come and warm
yes,
yourself.
indeed. Oh, this is absolutely perfect. Real bedrock respectability. Why do away with the center mahogany table? The little tables, they just spoil the whole effect.
Oh, we thought the guests would prefer them. This is my husband.
Oh, how do you do? Terrible weather we're having out there today, isn't it? Takes one back to the days of Dickens and Scrooge and that irritating Tiny Tim. Ugh, so bogus. No, you are absolutely correct, Mrs. Ralston, in your use of the smaller tables. I was being carried away by my feeling for the period. If you did have one of those grand mahogany dining tables, you would have to have the right family around it. A stern, handsome father with a beard, a prolific, faded mother, 11 children, all of assorted ages, a grim governess, and somebody called Poor Harriet. The poor relation who acts as general dog spotting is just very grateful to have been given a good home.
I'll take these up for you. Oak room, did you say, Molly?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I do hope it has a lovely four-poster with little chintz roses.
It hasn't.
I don't think your husband is going to like me very much. Have you been married long? Oh, are you terribly in love?
We've been married just a year. Perhaps you'd like to come up and see your room.
Kicked off. But I do so love knowing all I can about other people. I mean, I find other people to be so maddeningly interesting, don't you?
Well, I suppose some are, and some are not.
No, I don't agree with you there. I think they're all interesting because you never really know what anyone is like or what they're thinking about. For example, right now, you don't know what I'm thinking about, now do you?
Not in the least. Cigarette?
No, thank you. You see, the only people who really know other people are artists. And they don't even know how they know. But if they're a portrait painter, well, it just comes right out on the canvas.
Oh, are you a painter?
No. I'm an architect. You see, my parents baptized me Christopher in the hopes that one day I would become an architect. Christopher Wren. As good as halfway home. Of course, everyone laughs and makes jokes about St. Paul's, but who knows, I may yet have the last laugh. Christopher Wren's prefab nests may yet go down in history. Yes, I really do think I'm going to love it here. I find your wife to be most sympathetic.
Indeed.
And really quite beautiful.
Oh, don't be absurd.
Ah, there it is, just like an English woman. Compliments always embarrass them. European women take compliments as a matter of course, but English women have all the feminine spirit crushed out of them by their husbands. Yes, there's something so very boorish about English husbands.
Come up and see your room.
Oh, shall I?
This way, please. Could you stoke up the hot water boiler?
Right.
This is Monkswell Manor, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm Mrs. Boyle.
I'm Giles Ralston. Come into the fire and get warm, Mrs. Boyle. Nasty weather we're having. Is this your only luggage?
Major Metcalf, is seeing to it.
I'll leave the door for him.
Oh, the taxi would not risk coming up the drive. It stopped at the gate. We had to share a taxi from the station and had great difficulty in getting that. Nothing ordered to meet us, it seems.
I'm terribly sorry. You see, we didn't know what train you would be coming in by. Otherwise, of course...
All trains should have been met.
Yes, here, let me take your coat. My wife should be down in just a minute. I'll just go help Metcalf with the bags.
The driveway might at least have been cleared of snow. Oh, most offhand and casual, I must admit.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Mrs. Ralston?
Yes,
You're very young
Young?
to be running an establishment of this kind.
Oh, well, there has to be a beginning for everything, hasn't there?
I see. Quite inexperienced. An old house, too. I hope you haven't got dry rot.
Certainly not.
Oh, most people don't know they have dry rot until it's too late to do anything about it.
But the house is in perfect condition.
Could use a coat of paint. Oh, you know, you've got worm in this oak.
What?
Right there.
This way, Major.
Oh.
This is my wife.
Oh, how do you do? Absolute blizzard out there. Thought for a time we shouldn't make it. Beg your pardon. If it goes on like this, I should say you'll have 5 or 6 feet of snow by morning. Not seen anything like it since I was on leave in 1940.
I'll just take these upstairs. Blue room and rose room, did you say?
No. I put Mr. Wren in the rose room. He liked the 4-poster so much. So it's Mrs. Boyle in the oak room and Major Metcalf in the blue room.
Major? Sir.
Do you have much servant difficulty here?
Oh, no, we've quite a good local woman who comes in from the village.
And what indoor staff?
Oh, no indoor staff. Just us.
Indeed. I understood this was a guest house in full running order.
But we're only just starting.
I would have said that a perfectly proper staff of servants was essential before starting an establishment like this. I find your advertisement to be most misleading. May I ask, am I the only guest here? Other than Major Metcalf, of course.
No, there are several here.
Oh, and this weather, too. A blizzard, no less. Most unfortunate.
We couldn't very well foresee the weather.
The north wind up blow, and it will bring snow, and what will the robin do then, poor thing? I do so love nursery rhymes. They're always so tragic and macabre. That's why children like them.
May I introduce Mr. Wren, Mrs. Boyle?
How do you do?
This is a very beautiful house. Don't you think so?
I have come to the time of life where the amenities of an establishment are more important than its appearance. If I had not believed that this was a running concern, I should never have come here. I understood it to be fully equipped with every home comfort.
Well, you are under no obligation to remain if you're dissatisfied, Miss Boyle.
No, indeed. I should not think of doing so.
If there has been any misapprehension, it would perhaps be better if you went elsewhere. We could ring up for the cab to return. The roads are not yet blocked. In any case, we've had so many applications for rooms that we shan't have a problem finding someone for your place. Any rate, we are raising our rates next month.
I am certainly not going to leave until I've tried what this place is like. You needn't think you can get rid of me now. Perhaps you will take me up to my bedroom, Mrs. Ralston.
No, certainly, Mrs. Boyle. Darling, you are wonderful.
I think that to be a perfectly horrid woman. I don't like her one bit. I would like nothing more than to see you throw her out into the snow. Serve her right.
Well, it's a pleasure I've got to forego, I'm afraid. Oh, good Lord, there's another one of them. Come in, come in.
Afraid my car's bogged down about a half a mile down the road. Ran into a drift.
Oh, I'll take that. Is there any more in the car?
No, I traveled light. Oh, glad to see you've got a good fire.
Mr. Wren, Miss...
Casewell.
My wife should be down in a minute.
No hurry. Got to get myself thawed out. Looks as though you're going to be snowed up here. Weather forecast says heavy falls expected, motorists warned, etc. Hope you've got plenty of provisions in.
Oh, yes. My wife's an excellent manager. But in any case, we can always eat our hens.
Before we start eating each other, eh?
Anything in the newspaper, apart from the weather, that is?
Usual political crisis. Oh, yes, and a rather juicy murder.
Murder? Ooh, I like murder.
They seem to think it was a homicidal maniac. Strangled a woman somewhere near Paddington? Sex maniac, I suppose.
It doesn't really say much. The police are anxious to interview a man seen in the vicinity of Culver Street at the time. Medium build, darkish overcoat, lightish scarf, soft felt hat. Police messages to this effect have been broadcasted throughout the day.
Useful description. Fit pretty well anyone, couldn't it?
Now, when it says that they're anxious to interview someone, is that a subtle way of hinting they think he's the murderer?
Could be.
Who was the woman who was murdered?
Mrs. Lyon, Mrs. Marine Lyon.
Young or old?
Well, it doesn't say. Doesn't appear to have been a robbery.
I told you, sex maniac.
Miss Caswell? Molly, my wife.
How'd you do?
Hi. It's an awful night. Would you like to come up and see your room? The water's hot if you'd like a bath.
Oh, you're right. I would.
Excellent. Do you follow me? You're going to love this.
No fake.
I must hurry up to the kitchen and get on with things. Well, Major Metcalf is very nice. He won't be difficult. It's Mrs. Boyle really frightens me. We must have a nice dinner. Well, I was thinking of opening 2 tins of minced beef and a tin of peas and mashing the potatoes. And the stewed figs and custard. Do you think that'll be all right?
Oh, I should say so. Maybe not very original, perhaps.
Oh, do let me help. I adore cooking. Why not an omelet? You have eggs, haven't you?
Oh, yes, we've plenty of eggs. We keep lots of fowl. But they don't lay as well as they should, but we've put down a lot of eggs.
Oh, and if you have a bottle of cheap, any old type of wine, you can add it to the minced beef, did you say? Give it sort of a continental flavor. Show me where the kitchen is, and I dare say I shall have an inspiration.
Well, come on. We have everything you're going to need right here.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, yes,
Yes,
this
eggs
is
are down
plenty of eggs
below.
right there.
And if
Yes,
you-
absolutely. And we are definitely using the pineapple.
have-
That's going to be the centerpiece
Of
right
course
there.
it is.
It's going to
Well,
be
if
so
you have any
continental
need
you
for
wouldn't believe.
spices, they're
Okay,
down
now off
there.
you go. Shoo, 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 shoo.
Thank you. Well, isn't he sweet? He's put on an apron and he's getting all the things together. He says, leave it all to him and don't come back for half an hour. If all our guests want to do the cooking themselves, it'll save a lot of trouble.
Why on earth did you give him the best room?
I told you he liked the 4-poster.
He liked the pretty 4-poster. Twerp.
Giles,
I've got no use for his kind. You didn't handle his suitcase. I did.
had it got bricks in it?
It was no weight at all. If you ask me, there was nothing inside of it. He's probably one of these young men that goes about bilking hotel keepers.
I don't believe it. I like him. I think Miss Casewell's rather peculiar, don't you?
Terrible female. If she is a female.
Seems very hard that all their guests should be either unpleasant or odd. Anyway, I think Major Metcalf's all right, don't you?
Probably mainlines cocaine.
Oh, do you think so?
No, I'm just feeling rather depressed. But anyway, we know the worst of it. They've all arrived.
Who can that be?
Probably the Culver Street murderer.
Oh, don't.
A thousand pardons. I am. Where am I?
This is Monkswell Manor Guest House.
But what stupendous good fortune, madame. What an answer to a prayer. A guest house and a charming hostess. My Rolls Royce, alas, has run into a snowdrift. Blinding snow everywhere. I do not know where I am. Perhaps I think to myself, I will freeze to death. But then I take a little bag. I stagger through the snow. I see before me big iron gates, a habitation. I am saved. Twice I fall into the snow coming up your drive. But then I arrive and immediately despair turns to joy. You can let me have a room, yes?
Yes.
It's rather a small one, I'm afraid.
Naturally. You have other guests.
There's Christopher Wren,
Yes,
Major Metcalf.
Christopher Wren. Oh, yes, do get thoroughly warm and I'll see about your room. We have Mrs. Boyle, Major Metcalf, Christopher Wren, and Miss Casewell, and, well, now you.
Yes, the unexpected guest. The guest you did not invite. The guest that came out of the storm. Sounds quite dramatic, does it not? Who am I? You do not know. Where do I come from? You do not know. Me, I am a man of mystery. But now, I tell you this. I complete the picture. From now on, there will be no more arrivals and no departures either. By tomorrow, perhaps even already, we are cut off from civilization. No butcher, no baker, no milkman, no postman, no daily papers, nobody and nothing but ourselves. That is admirable. Admirable. Nothing could suit me better. My name, by the way, is Paravicini.
Yes, ours is Ralston.
Mr. and Mrs. Ralston? Oh, wonderful. And this is the Monkswell Manor guest house, you said?
Yes.
Good. Monkswell Manor guest house. Perfecto. Perfecto.
I consider it most dishonest not to have told me they were only just starting this place.
Well, everything's got to have a beginning, you know. Excellent breakfast this morning. Good coffee, scrambled eggs, homemade marmalade. All nicely served, too. Little woman does it all herself.
Amateurs. There ought to be a proper staff.
Excellent lunch, too.
Corned beef?
But very well-disguised corned beef, red wine in it. Mrs. Ralston promised to make a pie for us tonight.
This radiator is not really hot. I shall speak about it.
Very comfortable beds, too. At least mine was. Hope yours was, too.
Oh, it was quite adequate.
Oh.
I still don't understand why they gave the best bedroom to that very peculiar young man.
You got here ahead of us. First come, first serve.
From the advertisement, I got quite a different impression of what this place would be like. A comfortable writing room, a much larger place altogether, with bridge and other amenities.
Regular old Tabby's delight.
I beg your pardon.
Yes, I quite see what you mean.
No, indeed, I shan't stay here long.
No, I don't believe you shall. Up goes the weasel, la 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 la.
Really? That is a very peculiar young man. Unbalanced mentally, I shouldn't wonder.
Think he's escaped from a lunatic asylum.
Oh, I shouldn't be at all surprised.
Giles!
Yes?
Could you shovel the snow away again from the back door?
Coming.
I'll give you a hand, what? Good exercise. Must have exercise.
Darling. Hello, Mrs. Boyle. Oh, pardon me, sorry.
All right.
Really? What an incredible young woman. Doesn't she know anything about housework? Carrying a carpet sweeper through the front hall. Aren't there any back stairs?
Oh, yes, nice backstairs. Very convenient if there was a fire.
Well, then why not use them? Anyway, all the housework should have been done in the morning, before luncheon.
I gather our hostess had to cook the lunch.
Oh, very haphazard and amateuristic. There should be a proper staff.
Not very easy to get nowadays, is it?
No, indeed. The lower classes seem to have no idea of their responsibilities.
Poor old lower classes. Got the bit between the teeth, haven't they?
I gather you are a socialist?
No, I wouldn't say that. I'm not a red, just pale pink. But I don't take much interest in politics. I live abroad.
Oh, I suppose things are much easier abroad.
I don't have to cook and clean as I gather most people have to do in this country.
This country has gone sadly downhill. Not at all what it used to be like. I sold my house last year. Everything was just too difficult.
Hotels and guest houses are easier.
Oh, they certainly solve some of one's problems. Are you over in England for long?
Depends. I've got some business to see to. When it's done, I shall go back.
To France?
No.
Italy?
No.
Would you mind not having that on quite so loud? I find the radio rather distracting when one is trying to write letters.
Do you?
If you don't particularly want to listen just
It's
now.
my favourite music. There's a writing table in there.
I know, but it's much warmer in here.
Oh, much warmer, I agree. Bloody old bitch.
Oh, hello. Now, wherever I go, that horrid woman seems to hunt me down. And then she just glares at me, positively glares.
Turn it down a bit.
Sorry? Oh. Is that better?
Oh, yes, it served its purpose.
What purpose?
Tactics, boy.
Oh, you mean her?
She'd pinch the best chair. I've got it now.
Oh, you drove her out. Oh, I'm glad. I'm so very glad. I don't like her one bit. Let's think of wonderful ways to annoy her, shall we? Oh, I do wish she'd be gone from this place.
In this, not a hope.
But when the snow thaws.
Oh, when the snow thaws, lots of things may have happened.
Yes. Yes, it's true. Snow's really quite beautiful, isn't it? So peaceful and pure. Tends to make one forget things.
Doesn't make me forget.
Oh, how fierce you sound.
I was thinking.
What were you thinking about?
Ice on a bedroom jug. Chilblains raw and bleeding. One thin, ragged blanket. A child shivering with cold and fear.
Oh, my dear, it's just too grim. What is it? Is it a novel?
You didn't know I was a writer, did you?
Oh, are you?
I'm sorry to disappoint you. Actually, I'm not.
Yes, this is Mousetrap Manor Guest House. What? No, Mr. Ralston can't come to the telephone just now. This is Mrs. Ralston speaking. Who? The Berkshire Police? Yes, Superintendent Hawkman. I'm afraid that's impossible. He'd never get here. We're snowed up, completely snowed up. But the roads are impassable. Nothing can get through. Yes? Oh, very well. But what? Hello? Hello?
Molly, do you know where there's another spade?
Giles, the police have just rung up.
Trouble with the police, eh? Serving liquor without a license.
They're sending out an inspector or a sergeant or something.
Oh, but he'll never get here.
Well, that's what I told them, but they seem quite confident that he would.
Nonsense. Not even a jeep could get through today. Anyway, what's it all about?
Well, that's what I asked, but he wouldn't say. Just said I was to impress on my husband to listen very carefully to what a Sergeant Trotter, I think it was, had to say, and to follow his instructions implicitly. Isn't it extraordinary?
Well, what on earth do you think we could have done?
Oh, do you think it's those nylons from Gibraltar?
I did remember to get the wireless license, didn't I?
Oh, yes, it's in the kitchen drawer.
I had a rather near shave with the car the other day, but it was entirely the other fellow's fault.
Oh, well, we must have done something.
Oh, probably something to do with running this place, I expect. We probably ignored some tin pot regulation of some ministry or other. You practically can't avoid it nowadays.
Oh, dear. I wish we'd never started this place. We're going to be snowed up for days and everyone is cross and we shall go through all my reserve of tins.
Oh, darling, everything's going all right at the moment. I've filled up all the coal scuttles. I brought in the wood. I've stoked the aga and done the hens. I'll do the boiler next and maybe chop some kindling. You know, come to think of it, it must be something pretty serious to send a police sergeant trekking in all of this. It must be something really urgent.
There you are, Mr. Ralston. Do you know that the central heating in the library is practically stone cold?
I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Boyle, but we're rather short of coke at the moment.
I am paying 7 guineas a week here. 7 guineas! And I do not want to freeze.
I'll go and stoke it right up.
Mrs. Ralston, if you don't mind my saying so, that is quite a peculiar young man you have staying here. His manners and his ties. And does he ever brush his hair?
He's a brilliant young architect.
I beg your pardon?
Christopher Wren is an architect.
My dear young woman, naturally, I have heard of Sir Christopher Wren. Of course he was an architect. He built St. Paul's. Young people nowadays think no one has an education but themselves.
I meant this Christopher. His name is Christopher Wren. His parents called him that in the hopes that he'd become an architect. And he is. Or nearly one, so it turned out all right.
Sounds a fishy story to me. I should make some inquiries about him if I were you. What do you know of him?
Just as much as I know about you, Mrs. Boyle, which is that you are both paying us 7 guineas every week. That's all I really need to know, isn't it? And all that concerns me. It doesn't matter to me whether I like my guests or whether I don't.
You are young and inexperienced and should welcome advice from someone with more experience than yourself. And what about this foreigner?
What about him?
Well, you weren't expecting him, were you?
To turn away bona fide travellers against the law, Mrs. Boyle. You should know that.
Why do you say that?
Aren't you a magistrate sitting on the bench, Mrs.
All
Boyle?
I'm saying is that this Mr. Parravicini, or whatever...
Beware, dear lady. You talk of the devil, and here he is.
I didn't hear you come in.
I came in antipito, like this. No one can ever hear me if I do not want them to. I find it greatly amusing.
Indeed.
Now, there was a young lady.
I must get to my letters. I'll see if it's a little warmer in the drawing room.
My charming hostess looks upset. What is it, dear lady?
Oh, everything's a little difficult this morning because of the snow.
Yes, the snow does make things difficult, does it not? Or else it makes them easy.
Don't know what you mean.
There is quite a lot you do not know. I think, for one thing, you do not know very much about running a guest house.
Well, I dare say I don't, but we mean to make a go of it.
Bravo, bravo!
I'm not such a very bad cook.
You are, without a doubt, an enchanting cook. May I give you a little word of warning, Mrs. Ralston? You and your husband must not be too trusting, you know. Have you any references for these guests of yours?
Well, is that usual? I always thought people just came.
It is advisable to know a little about the people that sleep under your roof. Take, for example, myself. I turn up saying my car overturned in a snowdrift. What do you know of me? Nothing at all. I could be a thief, a robber, a fugitive from justice, a madman, or a murderer. See, and perhaps you know just as little of your other guests.
Well, as far as Mrs. Boyle
The
goes...
drawing room is far too cold to sit in. I shall do my letters here.
Allow me to poke your fire for you.
Mrs. Ralston, is your husband about? I'm afraid the pipes in the downstairs cloakroom are frozen.
Oh, dear. What an awful day. First the police and now the pipes. Police?
Police, did you say?
They rang up just now to say they're sending a sergeant out here, but I don't think he'll ever get here.
The bloody Coke is more than half stones, and the price. Hello? Is everything all right?
I hear the police are on their way here. Why?
Oh, well, that's all right. They'll never get here. Snow's backed up 5 feet. Roads are all banked up. Nobody's coming today. Mr. Parvati, may I sit this down?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Are you Mr. Ralston?
Yes?
Thank you, sir. Detective Sergeant Trotter, Berkshire, please. Can I get these skis off and stow them somewhere?
Yes. Come round to the front door and I'll meet you.
Thank you, sir.
I suppose that's what we are paying our police force for nowadays, to go around enjoying themselves at winter sports.
Why did you send for the polizia, Mrs. Ralston?
But I didn't.
Who is that man? Where did he come from? Well, he passed by the drawing room window on skis, all in snow and looking terribly hearty.
You may believe it or not, but that man is a policeman. A policeman skiing.
This is Detective Sergeant Trotter.
Good afternoon.
You can't be a sergeant. You're too young.
Well, not quite as young as I look, madam.
But terribly hearty.
We'll just stow your skis under the stairs.
Excuse me, Mrs. Ralston, but may I use your telephone?
Of course, Major Metcalf.
Oh, he is very attractive. I always think policemen are so attractive.
No brains. You could see that at a glance.
Hello? Hello? Mrs. Ralston, this telephone is dead. Quite dead.
It was all right about half an hour ago.
Line's gone with the weight of snow, I suppose.
So we're quite cut off then. Quite cut off. That's funny, isn't it?
I don't see anything to laugh at.
No, indeed.
Oh, just a private joke of my own. Oh, yes, the sleuth is returning.
Now we can get to business. Mr. Ralston? Mrs. Ralston?
Would you like to see us alone? If so, we could go into the library.
Oh, it's not necessary, sir. It'll save time if everybody's present. Might I sit in this chair?
I beg your pardon.
Thank you, sir. Let's see.
Oh, do hurry up and tell us. What have we done?
Done? Oh, no, it's nothing of that sort, Mrs. Ralston. It's something quite different. It's more a matter of police protection, if you understand me.
Police protection?
It relates to the death of Mrs. Lyon, Mrs. Maureen Lyon of 24 Culver Street, London, West 2, who was murdered yesterday, the 15th instant. You may have heard or read about the case.
I heard about it on the wireless. The woman who was strangled?
That's right, madam. The first thing I want to know is if you were in any way acquainted with this Mrs. Lyon.
I never heard of her.
You mayn't have known her under the name of Lyon. Lyon wasn't her real name. She had a police record and her fingerprints were on file, so we were able to identify her without difficulty. Her real name was Maureen Stanning. Her father was a farmer, John Stanning, who resided at Longridge Farm, not very far from here.
Longridge Farm? Isn't that where those children...
Yes, the Longridge Farm case.
3 children?
That's right, miss. The Corrigans. 2 boys and a girl who were brought before the court as in need of care and protection. A home was found for them with Mr. and Mrs. Stanning at Longridge Farm. One of the children subsequently died as the result of criminal neglect and persistent ill treatment. Case made a bit of a sensation at the time.
It was horrible.
The Stannings were sentenced to terms of imprisonment. Mr. Stanning died in prison. Mrs. Stanning served her sentence and was duly released. Yesterday, as I say, she was found strangled at 24 Culver Street.
Who did it?
I'm getting to that, madam. Near the scene of the crime, a notebook was found. On this notebook was written 2 addresses. One was 24 Culver Street, the other was Monkswell Manor.
What?
Yes, sir. That's why Superintendent Hogman, on receiving this information from Scotland Yard, thought it imperative for me to come down and find out if you knew of any connection with this house, or anyone in this house, and the Longridge Farm case.
Well, there's nothing. Absolutely nothing. It must be a coincidence.
Superintendent Hogman doesn't think it is a coincidence, sir. He'd have come himself if it were in any way possible. Under the weather conditions, and as I can ski, he sent me with full instructions to get particulars of everyone in the household, to report back by phone, and to take what measures I thought fit to ensure the safety of the household.
Safety? What danger does he think we're in, good Lord? He's not suggesting that someone's going to be killed here.
I don't want to frighten any of the ladies, but frankly, yes, that is the idea.
But why?
That's what I'm here to find out.
Oh, but the whole thing's crazy.
Yes, sir. It's because it's crazy that it's dangerous.
Nonsense.
I must say it seems a bit far-fetched.
I think it's wonderful.
Is there something that you haven't told us, Sergeant?
Yes, Mrs. Ralston. Under the two addresses was written 3 blind mice. And on the dead woman's body was a paper with "This is the first" written on it. And under the words was a drawing of 3 little mice and a bar of music. The music was the tune of the nursery rhyme, 3 blind mice. You know how it goes. 3 blind mice.
3 blind mice, see how they run. They all run. Oh, they all ran after the farmer's wife. Oh, it's horrible.
So there were 3 children, and one of them died.
Yes, the youngest, a boy of 11.
Well, then what happened to the other 2?
The sister was adopted by someone. We haven't been able to trace her present whereabouts. The elder boy would be about 22, deserted from the army and hasn't been heard of since. Army psychologists said was definitely schizophrenic. A bit off in the head, that's to say.
And they think that it was he who killed Mrs. Stanning?
Yes.
And that he's a homicidal maniac and that he will turn up here and try to kill someone? But why?
That's what I've got to figure out from you. As Superintendent Hogman sees it, there must be some connection. Now, you, sir, state that you yourself have never had any connection with the Longridge Farm case.
No.
And the same goes for you, madam.
No. I mean, no connection.
What about servants?
We haven't got any servants. That reminds me. Would you mind, Sergeant Trotter, if I went to the kitchen? I'll be there if you want me.
That's quite all right, Mrs. Ralston. Now, if I could get all of your names, please.
Oh, this is ridiculous. We are merely staying at a sort of a hotel. We just got here last night. We've nothing to do with this place.
Well, you planned to come here in advance, though? You booked your rooms ahead?
Well, yes, of course. Well, all except Mr.
Paravicini, my car overturned in a snowdrift.
I see. What I'm getting at is that anybody who's been following you around may know very well that you were coming here. Now, there's just one thing I want to know, and I want to know it quick. Which one of you is it who has some business with that business at Longridge Farm? Well, you're not being very sensible, you know. One of you is in danger. Deadly danger. I've got to know which one that is. All right. I'll ask you one by one. Starting with you, since you seem to have arrived here more or less by accident. Mr.
Paravicini. But, my dear Ispettore, I know nothing, but nothing of what you have been talking about. I am a stranger in this country and know nothing of these local affairs of bygone years.
Mrs.
Boyle, I don't see. Really, I consider this an impertinence. Why should I have anything to do with this such distressing business?
Miss.
Casewell. Leslie Casewell. I never heard of Longridge Farm, and I know nothing about it.
You, sir?
Metcalf, Major. Read about the case in the papers at the time. Stationed in Edinburgh then. No personal knowledge.
And you?
Christopher Wren. I was just a child at the time. I don't even remember hearing about the case.
And that's all you have to say? Any of you? Well, if one of you gets murdered, you'll have yourself to blame. Now then, Mr. Ralston, can I have a look around the house?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, my dears, how very melodramatic. Woo! Oh, he really is quite attractive, isn't he? I do so admire the police. So stern and hard-boiled. Quite a thrill, this whole business. 3 blind mice. How does that tune go again?
Really, Mr. Wren?
But don't you like it? It's signature tune, the signature of a murderer. Imagine what a kick he must be getting out of all of this.
Melodramatic rubbish. I don't believe a word of it.
Ah, but just you wait, Mrs. Boyle, till I creep up behind you and I place my hands around your throat.
That'll do, Christopher. It's a poor joke. In fact, it's not a joke at all.
But it is. That's just what it is. A madman's joke. And that's just what makes it so deliciously macabre. Oh, if you could all just see your faces.
A singularly ill-mannered and neurotic young man.
Where's Giles?
Taking our policeman on a conducted tour of the house.
Your friend, the architect, has been behaving most abnormally.
Young fellows seem nervy nowadays. Dare say he'll grow out of it.
Nerves. I have no patience with people who say they have nerves. I haven't any nerves.
No. Perhaps that's just as well for you, Mrs. Boyle.
What do you mean?
I think you were one of the magistrates on the bench at the time. In fact, you were responsible for sending those 3 children to Long Ridge Farm.
Major Metcalf, I can hardly be held responsible. We had reports from welfare workers. The farm people seemed very nice and most anxious to get the children. They seemed most kind and everything seemed satisfactory. Eggs and fresh milk and a healthy out-of-doors life.
Kicks, blows, starvation, a thoroughly vicious couple.
Well, how was I to know? They were very civilly spoken.
Yes, I was right. It was you.
One tries to do a public duty and all one gets is abuse.
Oh, mi scusi, you must forgive me, but I just find all this so amusing. I enjoy myself greatly.
Indeed. I never liked that man.
Where did he come from last night?
I don't know.
Oh, looks a bit of a spiv to me. Makes his face up too, rouge and powder. Disgusting. Must be quite old too.
Yet he skips about as though he were quite young.
You'll be wanting more wood. I'll get it.
It's only 4 in the afternoon and yet it's almost dark. I'll turn the light on. There, that's better.
Now, where did I leave my pen?
Oh, what a horrid little tune that is.
Don't you like it? Reminds you of your childhood, perhaps. An unhappy childhood.
I was very happy as a child.
You were lucky.
Weren't you happy?
No.
I'm sorry.
But that's a long time ago. One gets over things.
I suppose so.
Or doesn't one? damned hard to say.
They say that what happened when you were a child matters more than anything else.
They say. Who says?
Well, psychologists.
Ugh, all humbug. Just a damned lot of nonsense. I've no use for psychologists and psychiatrists.
I've never really had much to do with them.
Oh, it's a good thing for you haven't. It's all a lot of hooey, the whole thing. Life's what you make of it. Look straight ahead. Don't turn back.
One can't always help looking back.
Nonsense. It's a question of willpower.
Perhaps.
I know.
I expect you're right, but sometimes things happen to make you remember.
Don't give in. Turn your back on them.
But is that really the right way? I wonder. I mean, perhaps that's all wrong. Perhaps one really ought to face them.
Depends what you're talking about.
Sometimes I hardly know what I'm talking about.
Nothing from the past is going to affect me. Except in the way I want it to.
Well, everything's all right upstairs. What's in there? Drawing room?
Will you please shut that door? This place is full of drafts.
I'm sorry, madam, but I've got to get a lay of the land.
Molly, what is all this?
I don't know.
Well, that completes the tour. Nothing suspicious. I think I'll make my report now to Superintendent Hogman.
But you can't. The line is dead.
What? Since when?
Major Metcalf tried it just after you arrived.
But it was all right earlier. I mean, well, Superintendent Hogman got through all right.
Oh, yes. Well, I suppose since then it's been down with the snow.
I wonder. It may have been cut.
Cut? But who could cut it?
Mr. Ralston, how much do you know about these people staying in your guest house?
We really don't know very much about them. Mrs. Boyle wrote from a Bournemouth hotel. Major Metcalf from a address in, where was it?
Leamington.
Leamington. Miss Casewell from a private hotel in Kensington, and Mr. Wren from Hampstead. And Mr. Parvicini, as we told you, showed up out of the blue last night. Still, I'm sure they've all got ration books, that sort of thing.
I shall go into all that, of course, but there's not much reliance to be placed on that sort of evidence.
But even if this crazy killer is trying to get here and kill us all, or well, one of us, we're quite safe now because of the snow. And no one can get here till it melts.
Unless he's here already.
Here already?
Why not, Mr. Ralston? All of these people arrived here yesterday evening, some hours after the death of Mrs. Stanning.
Yeah, but apart from Parvicini, they've all booked in advance.
Why not? These crimes were planned.
Crimes? There's been only one crime in Culver Street. What makes you so sure there'll be another here?
That it will happen here? No. I hope to prevent that. That it will be attempted? Yes.
Oh, I can't believe it. It's so fantastic.
That isn't fantastic. It's just facts.
Do you have a description of what this man looked like in London?
Medium height, undeterminate build, darkish overcoat, soft felt hat, spoke in a whisper. There are 3 darkish overcoats in the hall now. One of them is yours, Mr. Ralston. There are 3 lightish felt hats.
Oh, I don't believe it.
You see, it's this telephone wire that worries me. If it's been cut...
Oh, I must go get on with the vegetables.
Excuse me. Is there an extension?
I'm sorry, did you say something?
Yes, Mr. Ralston, I said, is there an extension?
Yes, up in the bedroom.
Go up there and try it out for me, will you?
Who's left this window open? Oh, my much. Servants around to do this sort of thing. How am I supposed to do this when I can barely walk? Oh, it's terrible. Embarrassing.
To understand what I may term as the mechanics of fear, you have to study the precise effect produced on the human mind. Imagine, for instance, that you are alone in a room. It is late in the afternoon. A door opens softly behind you. Cold fear grips at your heart.
It's
Every
you.
beat quickens.
I can't
with the
find a
pulse.
program worth
Cold sweat
listening to.